And now the third on point. Andhra Pradesh may see another sunrise. Now we are being told that Telugu Desam's General Secretary Nara Lokesh is likely to be named either the executive president or the working president of the Telugu Desam party. The 42-year-old leader is the State Minister for Human Resource Development, Information Technology, Electronics and Communication. Lokesh's elevation is likely to take place during the TDP's three-day conclave Mahanadu, which began in Kadapa on Tuesday. Lokesh has been credited for playing a key role in party's resounding win in 2024 Assembly and Lok Sabha polls in Andhra Pradesh. TDP-BJP alliance won 164 out of 175 Assembly and 21 out of 25 Lok Sabha seats with a vote share of whopping 53%. Ready to step into the shoes of Chandrababu Naidu if the elevation happens, which our sources are telling will happen, executive president or the working president. Lokesh has spelled out his own vision for the party on this issue. I'm joined by Sadanan, and Sudha, my question to you is, why is this happening right now? This elevation, which is all likely to take place tomorrow, working president or executive president, it's going to happen tomorrow.
Right. I mean, I wonder if they have a bylaw of having a working president, but of course, we have to check that. Executive president. One thing is very clear, Karthikeya, that now Chandrababu Naidu is extremely busy with governance. So far as party affairs are concerned, he needs a loyalist. And who better than his son, Nara Lokesh? And therefore, I think it's very, very clear that, there is going to be a bifurcation, but hidden in all that is also a fact that it's a generational change. So Nara Lokesh will take on the mantle of Chandrababu Naidu. He will be concentrating more on party affairs and is supposed to be excellent in it, because in Mahanadu, what they are also planning to do is to have a 6-pronged strategy about how to strengthen the party going forward. They had a fabulous win, no doubt. But the point is, party is going to be his. Government running day-to-day admin is going to be Chandrababu Naidu, and I think it's a natural corollary, as it were.
Okay, now Chandrababu Naidu took over TDP. That was a different era. Now Nara Lokesh has eased into this job. How is Nara Lokesh different from Chandrababu Naidu? I know there is a difference of generation, but as a politician, since you follow Andhra very closely, what is the working style difference between Nara Lokesh and Chandrababu Naidu?
Chandrababu Naidu is son of the soil, salt of the earth. He learnt it at the feet of his iconic father-in-law, NTR Garu. And he learnt it on the job. He was reluctant initially, but then he was initiated. He knows every little detail of it. He's more of what we are used to, like, let's say, a Lalu or even Nitish, as it were. Stalin versus Udayanidhi. But what is the advantage that Nara Lokesh has is a direct connect with the youth and also an ability to analyze a situation. I wonder if it's because of Stanford. I will not give it to him, because we've had some dyed-in-the-wool politicians in the country who may not even gone to school. So I'm not going to lay that much importance. Nara Lokesh knows the pulse of the people. वो नाड़ी जानता है लोगों को. He knows exactly what they want. Also is extremely popular with women in Andhra Pradesh. All that we hear about 15th August, they are going to start, free bus rides for women. It is all Nara Lokesh. It is not so much Chandrababu Naidu. Chandrababu Naidu is building Andhra Pradesh yet again after what he thinks was completely demolished by Jagan Mohan Reddy, Karthikeya.
Jagan Mohan Reddy. Chandrababu Naidu right now is an active politician.
That's right.
And Nara Lokesh is being given the hand-holding charge. Right. This sort of a working arrangement was witnessed in Tamil Nadu when Karunanidhi was the chief minister. Stalin was running the party. But then often we have realized that a lot of other players come in. But do you think that the Andhra is different from Telangana? What's happening in BRS? The story you did.
Yeah. It is very different, and that is because, the thing is that there is just Nara Lokesh. Chandrababu is very, very clever. He knows that there is no room. His wife was also out there during campaigning. Brahmani, that is Mrs. Nara Lokesh, was also out. But they all know what their role is, Nara Lokesh, they know, has the ability to administer, to govern extremely well, and therefore this is now completely focused. That is what Nara Lokesh, and do you know, Karthikeya?
Yes.
When he Mangalagiri, that is his constituency. Last time he lost by 5,000 votes. This time, what he won by? 91,000 votes. And that's saying something. The 53% that we were showing, which is a whopping majority, Nara Lokesh did it 90,000 votes, he won it door to door. He did a Padayatra, which is very, very important in the Telugu speaking states. You remember, no? Rajashekar Reddy, you remember?
But there's also one difference. Unlike other politicians who have been accommodated at the center, Nara Lokesh has chosen to work at a different level.
Yeah, as his father's deputy. He wants to. Yes,
he's not.
Do it.
Generally a lot of politicians send their kids to Delhi. Like Omar Abdullah went on to become Minister of State for Commerce when Vajpayee was the Prime Minister. But he is working at the level of the state. So is there another story like Stalin?
There is another story because the other story is the Janasena party. And on my show, the South Indian, Janasena spokesperson said that things are not so rosy between us. And there were a lot of murmurs about, will Nara Lokesh take over? So this is also a message sent out to the alliance partner that this is Nara Lokesh. Meet the new executive president in Kadapa, that too Kadapa. The messaging of it, Rajashekara Reddy was from Kadapa. So there are a lot of messaging there and making it very clear that the reins of Andhra Pradesh shall be in the hands of 42-year-old Nara Lokesh.
So that every king or say every CEO or every chief minister has his coterie, the people he likes to work with. It also means that he will be working with different set of people. Will he get that opportunity to work with different set of people?
Let's not forget that Chandrababu Naidu was called Naidu. Cyberabad, Hyderabad was called. He was the one who brought after Rajiv Gandhi the IT revolution. Chandrababu Naidu is very, very used to working with technocrats. And his son is even doing better. He has more of technocrats and bureaucrats who are trained in that rather than just party people. Those party people and loyalists are with Chandrababu Naidu. But so far as Nara Lokesh is concerned, almost mirrors, one remembers what Rajiv Gandhi did initially during the early period when he was surrounded by technocrats and other people, who were. So I think Nara Lokesh is very, very well secure as it were.
And last question to you, it also tells us that family politics is not an upward in Indian context. It's here to stay. It can block the talent, but it also provides continuity. For example, Karunanidhi's talent.
Udaynidhi.
Naidu and Nara Lokesh.
Yes.
In its absence, many regional parties also collapse.
That's true. That is because we are an emotional country. So the great emotional value is that Chandrababu Naidu, Nara Lokesh, same family, same genes, NTR, undivided Andhra Pradesh, God for us. So that kind of an emotional connect is there. Absolutely. And I think that's what the constituents work on.
So thank you so much for
joining
and giving us that perspective on why this decision is important. So that was all point. My third all point, and I have really run out of time. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you and good night.
Is this politics of appeasement?
That is the ground reality.
The violence continued unabated for the next 24 hours. Why is there Mamta for Pahalgam but not for Murshidabad?
Everyone in Pakistan is saying that India has punished us. We are all agreeing that Operation Sindoor is a success. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है? किसका नमाज़े जनाजा निकल रहा था बहावलपुर में और रावलपिंडी में?
Every brand tells a story. And they are the storytellers, the Sutradhars. They present a brand with band, baja and barat to